How you doing? The video you're going to watch, I feel personally, is one of the best I've done for a long time. Yet it's probably one of the most underproduced videos. It's pretty rough. I don't have my speakers on, but I needed to share it because I think there's so much good education in this video for people who have similar dogs like this. Now, Maggie was quite reactive before. She's quite good in this video. She's improved a lot, but you'll see her anxiety. She's uncomfortable, and we come up with a good system to help Maggie through this and allow you guys to deal with your problems and not go the other way and redirect 300 meters down the road and not go near dogs. That is not how we're going to fix dogs. That is why I call it a no BS reactivity video. No BS. We're not using food. We're using good leadership and working through the issue. You'll see a skill or a drill that I use with Martin. He helps me out in this video, and we have some great success. So I think a lot of you can get some good tips out there who have similar dogs like Maggie and work through these problems. Enjoy. Maggie, you guys might have seen Maggie before. Maggie's a very anxious dog, in public especially. Comes to my daycare and is pretty good, but she's very reactive when we get her out of public. So she'll be at the daycare, she'll play, a little anxious, but then you come down to a public area with one dog and she turns into this bit of a Jekyll and Hyde, like she wants to kill a dog, but yet she comes to daycare and she's social. So she's a bit of a tricky one, Maggie. So what we're doing today, Martin, my staff member, he's walked ahead of me with his dog, and we're going to do some stuff at distance because I know this dog. So we're going to do a bit of distance sort of obedience and things. We're going to see if we can control the reactivity, and we're going to see what her triggers are. I think it's a lot of just overstimulation, and we have to accept sometimes with some dogs, you're not going to get the fix you want to, and you just got to work within that plan. But let's see how we go. Hey, let's go this way. Nope. Good girl. So I changed direction there. Maggie saw a dog sitting down on the ground there, a little golden retriever. And again, there's this trigger that kicks in. Very stimulating environment, but we've got to try and work through it. I understand a lot of people there would say, well, just keep her at home and don't do it, but we want to try and help dogs. So all I did there was redirect it away. She started sort of activating there instead of trying to flood her too much and, put her in a situation she can't deal with. Just redirect off. Good girl. Leave it that. Martin over here, way up the back there. See in the distance. So we're setting it up as if we... Hey, no. Good. So you can see this here. So I think this is a little bit of environmental sort of pattern, recognising it. Obviously we try to go to different areas with dogs, but you can see the change in her here. So here's Martin. So we're not trying to get her to meet dog yet, we're just working on some distance. Hey. And we redirect away. Good girl. Maggie, sit. Good girl. We'll just keep to this threshold for a little bit. Good girl. So the owners walk her on this slippery with the nose thing, like a sort of hybrid Halti, and it tends to give them a bit better control of Maggie. She's very strong. So try walking in again. We go to a distance. Good girl. Maggie, that's better. Good girl. I think a lot of Maggie's is frustration reactivity. The same Martin, I think it's really just a frustration thing, but it displays as really aggressive. And the hard thing about this, guys, is it's hard to convince an owner with a dog that your dog's friendly, because often the barks sound the same as aggression. So pretty confident we are that Maggie could meet this dog and have no problem. We're going to make her earn the meeting. Good girl. That's better, Maggie. Good dog. So often, guys, closing the distance is better than keeping distance. Dogs are often, as we know, more reactive at distance than close up, because that frustration kicks in with that distance. So the closer I'm getting to Martin's dog, the better she's been. Now she's right beside and really not even that interested. So we're answering questions here. That it's definitely a frustration reactivity. So there's no intention there towards the dog at all. But that barking, as we see, comes out like it seems really aggressive. So it's a real tricky situation because you've got to convince people around you that your dog's friendly when they give these crazy barks. But the more we just work through this pattern of meeting dogs and getting close to them, obviously still very anxious, but we've answered one question here for sure, that it is just getting towards the dogs. There's no bad body language there at all, no tail doing anything. She was perfect. Martin's dog was good too. This is Martin, you guys know Martin. Working for me. Good girl. Okay, so we've got a dog up ahead here and I think Maggie's even sensed it. I'm gonna try not to redirect. I'm gonna make a little bit of distance, but I'm gonna have confidence to walk past. I'm not gonna worry about this manic behavior a little bit. Hey, shh, Christian. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Now, in Maggie's eyes, in my opinion, that was actually pretty good. And this is what we do now, guys. This is a step a lot of people don't do. Jesus. Is we walk towards that dog. We use that dog as a training tool. We create a bit of a distance and we just follow it. Try and use a dog for a few reps. Good girl. Hey! No. And then walk. Okay? We just teach you. We don't run away from the dog. We'll just teach you can't do that. Remember, consequences. Not going to be fixed. Nope. It's not going to be fixed with biscuits. I'm only giving very small corrections there. A little no, put her in a sit, and then keep walking. Try and mark that behaviour really, really well. Time it well. But choose your battles. I'm not too worried about this little whinging yet. We're probably asking unrealistic things. If we can just get her walking after a dog and not barking, that's good. And then that'll do. Let's go. Good girl. So just using a dog for 50 metres to 100 metres, work on her control. Get some changes whether like mark some behaviour, have some little wins. But again, remember, don't ask the impossible. We're working with a really anxious dog here, so asking her to not make any noise or any whinging would be very, very challenging. It's the small wins we're after, the little wins where she can at least walk beside me, which she is here, and not be too verbal. I think we're getting a long way with this dog. She was a lot worse last time, so we're getting some good little wins already. So remember, a lot of this is having confidence in your handling skills too. We've got a dog coming here, large breed, and I'm going to give it a go. We may get a little barking, but we're going to try and walk past this dog best we can. We've got to preempt behaviour. I'm sending Martin ahead to talk to these owners, just to let them know that I've got control of this dog, and that I'm not going to try and scare the dog. Sometimes it's a good tool to do if you can work with people and get them to understand, and then he's explained it. Leave it. I promise no one will get hurt. We're trying to work on her. Good girl.
Good girl.
That was perfect. Thank you.
Very much.
Now I'm going to follow you for a little bit. You keep walking. I got to stalk you. That was good, Maggie. Now she has frustration reactivity.
You want me to turn around?
No, you're good. Maybe in a minute. You're all right. You're amazing. Yeah, she has frustration reactivity because she doesn't leave it. No. So she'll bark and it can seem aggressive, but it's really about I just want to meet the dog.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't actually know. What is she, Martin?
2 or 3.
Okay, let's walk past each other. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Good girl. Come back past. And we'll just sit in front of each other for a little bit. Maggie, sit.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit, honey. Sit.
Nice.
That's a good girl.
That's really good.
Sit down, honey. Sit.
And the mistake people make here is they go, well, let's let her meet. She doesn't need to meet the dog.
No.
She just needs to be able to walk past it.
Yeah.
We don't need to try and prove a point and go, oh, that's going to possibly end in disaster, and why do it?
Yes.
This is all the owners are after. Be around a dog, walk past, and control your manners.
Yes.
Okay? You
She's
guys,
very young, is she?
yeah, what is she? Yeah, pretty young.
I think about
I forget.
2 or 3.
About 2, yeah.
We had shepherds for years.
Yeah.
Her ears are still
Yeah, so
floppy.
yeah, so we try and do this. We just talk to owners, and it just lets dogs learn,
Yeah.
and instead of just hiding her away. So now I'm going to walk past, and you keep your dog there. Let's go, Maggie. Good girl. Nice.
Good.
Thank you. Legends. Thanks. How good was that, Marty?
That was awesome.
That was so good. So we're trying something different here today. It's an advantage of having someone, a trainer, to help you. Yeah, and what we did there, like I said, just set Martin up ahead, talk to the owners, explain what's going on, and then you can try and fix things. If you don't do that, what we just did, we're never going to know. But we just literally proved Maggie's never met that dog. She just has trouble at distance. She needs to get past the dogs. The owners need to have confident handling skills. And I feel we can get a long way with this dog. That was amazing. Another dog up here, little American Staffy. We're going to do the same thing. Martin's just going ahead. We're going to explain what's going on to give Maggie a chance to walk past. Like I said, if we don't do this, we're not going to get to fix the problem. So this is a great little training technique if you've got someone to help you out to be able to do this. Okay. So, see her frustration kick in again because she hasn't met it. We're not going to let them meet. We're just going to walk by. Hey, no, sit. We correct her, put her in the sit. We've got a beautiful little dog here. No, leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Good girl. I'll come back past again, buddy. Good girl. And we just do a couple of reps. Good girl, Maggie. Good girl. That's good, buddy. You've done a good job with your dog. Let's go. Thank you so much. Cheers, mate. Thanks, buddy. Okay, we'll look at a little, as we call sausage dogs, little dachshund here. And we'll see how we go with this dog. Maggie. Good girl. Hey. Good girl, Maggie. Good girl. Good girl. Good dog. Good girl. That was excellent. Good dog. Say what you just said, Marty. I'll let Martin say a few. What did you just say to me then?
I said it would be better for them just to take a wide berth, not fuss about it too much, just walk past, and just not make a big fuss.
Yeah, don't overthink it, you know, don't make a big deal, just get past the dog, okay? Wise words from a new trainer coming through, huh? Just get past, be confident, know your handling skills, know that you have control of your dog, that you've got the right equipment. Remember, the right equipment has a big factor in handling your dog. If you don't have the right equipment, you're trying to walk your dog on a harness or a flat collar, you're not going to get the same control. Slip leads, head harnesses, whatever you're using, something that enables you to have control. It's not about hurting your dog, it's about control of your dog. So you can stop it getting hurt or hurting other people or other dogs. Okay, so think about the equipment you're using with your dog. This is the most relaxed I've ever walked Maggie in this area, with a lot of stimulation. So I think part of that comes across to the fact that she's actually got to be near 3 dogs. She doesn't have the same frustration. I think there's a big connection there. Maggie clearly has anxiety anyway. It's not just from dogs. She just is an anxious dog. You've got to remember, guys, some dogs are just built like that. I think it's important that we understand that you can't fix everything 100%. You can't. And trainers need to be honest with you, have experience enough to be able to tell you that and go, look, I can make a difference and I can make it easier for you, but I can't necessarily make this problem go away completely. You need to accept that. Otherwise, you're going to be frustrated, continuously trying to deal with things. Maggie's an anxious dog, and she's always going to be an anxious dog. And that's okay. You just got to work within that, whatever problems you may have with your dog that you're trying to deal with. And understand, it doesn't make them bad dogs. We're all built differently, just like people and dogs. We all have issues, and we've got to learn to work within those boundaries and get the best results we can. 2 dogs here, one that she's been past and another one that's about to come past her. We don't cue her too early, we just walk confidently. Little dog there, good girl, leave it. Good girl. Nice. She saw the dog, we just get on by. And here's this little dachshund down here, you can't see it, so little. Up there. Sorry about my no speakers today, my speakers are having problems, so hopefully you guys are hearing me fine during this video. Just go past this one last dog. There it is. Hey buddy. Hey little fella. Hey. Hey Maggie. There we go. Good girl.
We're just training a bit anxious dog.
Oh, yeah, no, good.
Just teaching her to be.
Oh, nice little dachshund, little friendly one.
Yeah. Likes dogs.
Yeah.
Loves big dogs.
Good girl, Maggie. Good girl. Don't worry about that. Oh, you tell her off. You're allowed to tell her off for that. That was rude, Maggie. Oh yes, that's fair.
What are you
That's
gonna
fair.
do, Mum?
But that was fair. Good girl. That's better, Maggie. I don't blame you for barking at her. Huh? So that was a little rude of Maggie. Not a big deal though. Just a bark. There was no ill intention to hurt a dog or anything like that. And like I said to the owner of the little dachshund, the bark back was completely acceptable. Your dog is allowed to bark back at a dog if it, is shows any intention or barking towards it. It's not a big deal. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze a lot of it. A lot of people overanalyze their dog and they expect perfection. Don't bark, don't growl, don't pull the lead. Come here, sit, stay down. And it's just wanting a robot. That was nothing. That was just a dog interaction. Dogs barking, not a big deal. Maggie did amazing today. Really, really good. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what I say, hit the little subscribe, do us a favor, grow this channel for me and we keep bringing this content. I think this is the second time I've seen Martin on the video. He's learning all the time, he's doing good. Yeah, if you have any videos you'd like me to do on other things, I like these. Hopefully you guys get a lot of knowledge out of them. These behavioral ones, reactivity ones. This was a really good real world. Like that is real world. This is not a controlled environment. We're looking at people and dogs. It's not a training area, so it's very uncontrolled, which makes it harder for training. But these are the areas that we've got to learn to walk our dogs in. So hopefully you got something out of it, some tips. And until next time, we will see you soon. For myself and where is he? Martin back there. See you guys. This is the most relaxed I've seen Maggie out in public. Around a cafe sort of area, laying down with another dog. Good girl.